Question 368. Which apparently ancient law would you bring back?
Dueling to settle disputes.
Ooh.
Oh, cut me a little bit there.
Why don't I suppose it has to be the death?
It definitely showed the overpopulation problem.
I think that would just depend on the level of the dispute.
Yeah. I went with pistols. I like pistols.
Not pistols. That's swords.
Swords. But that just implies the...
God.
It implies the god?
Pistols require skill.
So do swords.
Swords probably require even more skill. So...
Sausages.
Yeah.
Jubilee.
I would
Yes.
duel to the death for sausages.
Or Russian roulette. 2 chambers.
The forgiving debts every 7 years. Jubilee.
Yes, I like Jubilee.
This is a law, bud, isn't it? That you'd bring back?
Yes. A law what?
That you could bring back?
Yes. What ancient law would you bring back? I thought you were going to say something. MathPig.
Everybody's just trying to remember how many ancient laws we know.
Unless somebody comes up with a better option, I'm going with dueling.
Well, I could go with the killing Welshmen inside the walls of Chester after 8 p.m. or something like that.
Are there any Welshmen on that?
I don't fucking remember. Oh, I could go with the archery. Actually, archery.
Yes.
Archery. Now I've got it. You can't have it. Archery has Archery has to be carried out every Sunday afternoon by all able-bodied men.
Yeah,
I have to go up the stairs.
I'd be fine with that actually. That'd be right. You know, church. You know, people how people the whole church gathering thing on Sunday.
Yes.
There is one thing that I think that is beneficial in, which is that
social cohesion.
Little local communities gather and actually meet and talk to each other.
Yes, you're talking about the only benefit we have of religion in reality.
Yeah, I think that the rest of it can just fuck off, but that part is useful.
The question is how you compel people to do that. If they don't,
if they all did that, doing archery instead, that would be great.
They have to have a reason to do it. Unfortunately,
archery.
They have to be compelled to do it.
But only the men are compelled to do archery. You are removing the power of vote from women.
No, they have to provide oranges.
You sexist bad.
No, the women have to provide oranges.
Fuck that.
Or that they could be the people that stand at the other end with apples on their head.
Fuck you, Dave.
Don't do that if I'm shooting.
If you're shooting, what do you want to accident?
One from me and one from Nanda, because she's not on video tonight, and I'm pretty sure she would have wanted me to do that.
I can hit a target with a bow and arrow. I cannot hit a fucking apple on top of a target.
You're saying that the woman is the target.
I'm saying that the woman is more closely related to the size of the target than an apple is. Can we bring that back, but make it less sexist?
Yes, I only quoted it as such because that was what the law was. I was in no way implying that would actually be my
can we bring
way of
that
phrasing
back
it
and replace like church with archery as the social gathering week?
No, you see that was never a law. This is just your fantasies now.
What was never a law?
Having replacing church with archery.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I'm continuing from the initial idea that we bring the archery thing back, and then saying that we should replace the.
You're saying that people being compulsory to go and learn, everyone being compulsorily made to learn archery and participate, provides the venue for these town, shire, suburb meetings.
Yes.
It's a very good idea. You just need the compulsion. Be Mindful says, beating your spouse on the courthouse steps on the third Thursday of the month. One Ring agrees. Jules to first blood.
That beating your spouse one seems needlessly specific.
Oh, Be Mindful said, oh wait, you can still do that in the Bible Belt.
Oh, no, actually, no, it's not needlessly specific, because if someone is willing to go through that many hoops to beat their spouse, there's probably an underlying issue that is greater than that might bring to the forefront to be dealt with.
Oh.
But just don't do the spouse beating bit.
What the hell? Intellectual Iconoclasm says social egalitarianism. One Ring says outlawry. Purple says to get a married man must first bring 6 dead cows to the church. Why do you bring 6 dead cows to the church? How the hell do you carry 6 dead cows? Oh, Nerdy says something to do with having to grow hemp on your land. There was a law about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was mostly
a law that
to be fair,
people have to grow marijuana.
no.
That's all.
Nah,
That's
see,
cool.
the problem is that's not what it was. It was because you needed hemp rope. So everyone had
Yeah,
to...
but we modernised it.
Modernise it.
Badger modernised his.
We don't need much hemp rope these days. So
But hemp
we
rope
only
is still
need
good
more
and highly
hemp rope.
sought after.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately,
we don't-
people keep smoking the product, so...
we don't need so much hemp rope these days. Even assuming that people realise the benefits of hemp rope, there are other options now, so we can still use the hemp for other purposes.
Could we? You got something in mind?
Shampoo.
Shampoo. Then everything would smell like everyone had been... Yeah.
Are they
Smells
still on
about
about
right
your
there
fanfiction,
anyway.
MathPig?
Oh, yes. Came up last night.
Is the chat still on about your fanfiction? Fiction.
I
Oh.
was going to go into that.
There is
chat
no
last night and
fan
ask you
fiction.
about it.
I saw that.
Anybody? Let me hear.
What have I started?
Godless. Jeff says the Roman law that involves Christians and lions.
Ooh, I like that one.
Uh,
I have an ancient Roman law that I like.
go on then.
That I think is kind of applicable today. It's, one of the laws of injury states that a thief cannot be killed by the light of day unless he brandishes a weapon. And I think in this in my country at least, I know I'm not really American on this panel, but yeah, that should.
Right, I missed a key word there. Something cannot be killed.
Can you just say the whole of it again?
Oh, Badger!
Thief cannot be killed by the light of day.
A priest.
So.
No, you're talking over it now,
No,
Dave.
a thief.
Thief!
A thief!
Thank you, Chad. Oh my
Damn
God,
it.
well, I just don't have the fucking strength for that.
I heard you fine, Amanda. It's
Thank
Dave.
you,
What if
Get the dick out of your ears and listen to me, please.
It's not in my ears. Nerdy says Badger is sexist and pushes snails. Not sure how that's relevant to the question.
I think we need to stop doing the snail thing at this point, though.
One Ring says the Scandinavian practice of outlawry. Oh, we came back to that one. Lucy woke up. Did someone say
what is
fantasies? Omegon and Badger. I'm just watching. Apparently,
What is
what?
what is the Scandinavian thing?
You'd have to talk to One Ring. I've absolutely no idea.
Ring message me.
Nerdy. The chat is moving faster and jumping around on me. Nerdy. I had a fantasy once that I read the MathPig fanfiction and all my fantasies died. Intellectual Iconoclasm says, couldn't we get better benefit from weekly neighbourhood gatherings than religious instruction? Yes. So much yes.
Archery.
You don't need the archery.
It would be better with the archery.
Yes.
Nerdy says, cheese can't be killed by the light of day.
Blessed are the cheese makers.
Blessed are the cheese makers.
Right, did Sammy give a law?
I only know one ancient law.
What's that?
Hammurabi's law. Which
What?
is actually a whole bunch
I was
of
going to say, is that
laws,
not an
to be
entire
honest.
legal code?
Yes.
I thought you were agreeing with me on Jubilee, Sammy.
What is Jubilees? I don't think I was listening to your answer,
Jubilee
James.
was
Sorry.
the ancient Hebrew law / tradition of forgiving debts and freeing slaves after 7 years. We can ignore this freeing slaves bit, but the forgiving debts is a good one.
As long as it's my debts being forgiven and not me having to forget.
No, you have to forgive them.
Well, everyone forgives everybody.
I don't want that law.
The problem with that is if you told people that after 7 years you didn't have to pay, then they would just redo that.
Well, you'd have to have laws that required them to pay during the 7 years.
Yes,
so.
you don't give credit unless you
Well, then what?
have
But then there would be
expectations.
no debts to forgive.
There isn't used. It works because there is this threat. It's yes, it's very surprisingly complicated.
All right, how
Um,
about this? Every 7 years, all debts are forgiven,
Yeah.
but you get shot by archers.
I think we might have got Badger
you
stuck.
choose. You can be shot by archers and have your debt forgiven, or you don't get shot by archers and you have to keep paying your dets.
Yeah, so then you figure out whether your community's been turning up to the weekly archery practice or not. If they haven't, you're probably fairly safe not paying your debts.
Jeff says, "How about
Yeah.
trial by combat? There will be people who would hunt people for sport. Hangings should be brought back. They're cheaper in effect. What the hell has this turned into?
Well,
They're hunting
see,
people
I
in the
can-
chat.
I can think of forms of torture and things that I wouldn't mind being brought back.
There's no gratification at the end of
Methods
it for you.
Killing, but not necessarily laws. Because
Alright,
I feel
so-
that laws are generally something that get better with time rather than.
It's not necessarily true, actually.
I think the lack of
no,
trial by
not
combat and dueling
every
is a
time.
major detriment to modern law.
I think we have to have a discussion about this another time.
I think we should, and also those other things.
And all those
that we'll
long list of things to discuss with Badger.
Right, I'm gonna get like a notepad and write down every time you say we need to have a discussion about this. And
Please
what
do.
That thing is, so that we can actually do these discussions.
Please
at some
do.
point. Right, hang on.
Godless Ghost says, "I'm surprised you haven't suggested the outlawing of playing football." Shit, I forgot that was a law. Right, that's it.
Yeah, do
I'm
that.
done. MathPig can have the archery one. I'm having.
No, I want the football one.
No, I want the football one. Oh, you bastard!
You told me I couldn't have the other one. You can't just keep picking. Do you hear a good one?
Yeah.
Dave, what
You
was the
keep
thing we
changing the
were
rules
talking
on us,
about?
Dave. We're not going to come back if you keep doing that.
I bet you were great fun to play with as a kid, Dave.
Oh, I like playing football.
Legal dueling. There we go. I've written that down as a chat idea. Brexit. Yeah.
Right. Jubilee. Debt.
Weren't you guys going to have a talk about Disney and Star Wars?
No.
I think
No
we've done
fucker is
that.
interested. No one.
I think we've done that, and probably will again.
Right, I want to know when
Yeah.
Star Wars is gonna get force-based lightsaber crossbows.
That's already a
Ooh.
thing.
Can you make it doubly illegal? Right, we need to go on to the next question, otherwise we're going to be here all day. We've managed. We've done half the episode because we've got to finish on time, and we've managed.
Wait
What?
a minute. Badger, help me with this. There is no such thing as a force-based weapon at all. It is the person that has the force, not the fucking weapon. So technically, any crossbow, including Chewie's one, could be shot, and someone with the force could direct the bolt. So
That's largely true in the modern.
No, that's not what I'm imagining. I'm imagining a crossbow that fires laser bolts that are made of the same
That's-
stuff. As
Laser
No, that's
Sorry,
what
yeah.
Chewie's. That's
No,
what Chewie's crossbow is.
Not quite the same. Right, Manda, that is largely true in the modern era. However, in the wilds of history, there were such things as force-imbued weapons such as Sith sword. Let's move on.
On the
before I
list,
go into a
Badger,
massive
on the
thing
list.
about that.
Put it on the list.
put it on the
Yeah,
list.
because Dave doesn't
Put it
want to
on the
talk to me
list.
about
You
that.
can put it on the list.
Make a Manda list too.
I think you're gonna have to make lists for everyone, Badger.
Oh, no.
You know,
Oh,
and
fuck,
you'll
it's
never get
dyslexic.
around to having these discussions either.
Yeah, because he forgets.
Right, next question.
That's what the lists are for.
Yes.
No,
He'll forget he's got
even
lists.
with the list.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
He
Firstly,
involved
in the chat,
Dick Dawson.
you're both being told you're wrong. But I'm not telling you by who, and I'm not telling you by how.
Hang on.
No, it's okay.
They
you
can
don't
look
need to-
through the chat, you know, Dave.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.